Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you how to draw maybe a realistic looking frame that you could actually put a picture in later and print it or whatever you want to do with it. We're going to start with this rectangle tool, not holding down the control button, so we have a rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and hit P and put it in the center page. It doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to go to Effects and Contour, and I'm going to contour to the inside 1/2 inch 5 times. And we get that right there. Now I need to go to Object and break the contour apart. And then I want to take the virtual segment delete key and delete those inner lines. So I have 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, and 1/2 inch. Now what I want to do is take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node. We only have to do 2 sides to this to make it work. So we're going to do this right here. Now here's kind of the trick. We're going to take first of all, we're going to group all this together with Control G. We're going to take our Smart Fill tool. I'm going to go ahead and use a brown. I used a blue earlier, but it doesn't really matter. But I want to do this right here. Okay, and now I'm going to move my frame, or just delete it because I've got one right over here. I'm going to group these together for a second, and I'm going to rotate them 270 degrees. Now you would think you could use the interactive fill tool and copy the, well, I'm just going to show you what would happen if you do that. So we have 3 different objects here. So we're going to take this first one. We're going to get the interactive fill tool, and we're going to just kind of swipe across it. Now, I'm going to zoom in because you need to be level with this. So you need to put that right there and that kind of at a 90-degree down, and then move this back up. And then we're going to take and put that same brown, if I can find it. I think that's the one we used, or I used. Now I'm going to take a lighter brown and put it in the middle. And then I'm going to move this one up a little bit. So you have to be level for it to work. So I'm a little bit off. It's kind of a little tricky sometimes. There we go. Maybe I'm going to move my yellow down a little bit. Now I can take my attribute eyedropper and take a sample of that and put it in there. Put it in there. Now watch what happens when we put it in here. It does it sideways. So what you need to do then is take away the fill by left-clicking your mouse on no fill, and we're going to fill that in now in this position with that same brown. I think that's it right there. Yep. But I'm going to really do it one at a time. So I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, that in, and that in. Now I can take my attribute eyedropper, take a sample of that, and put it in there, put it in there, and put it in there. And see, that way it's in the same position. Now I'm going to group that back together, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And you see it put it in place. Now I'm going to take and Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and I'm going to mirror it both ways. And there you have it. Now, if we take away the outline from the, basically when we created the Smart Fill, I'm going to left click, need to right click, no outline. There you have a kind of a realistic looking frame. It actually looks like it comes up. And you kind of want that joint because that would be the joint in the frame. We could eliminate that, but I don't think you really need to. I think I'm going to make a second video where you could put a picture inside that frame. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.